Dude, how did we escape with a win? How did we escape with a win, guys? The Broncos get it done 13-11. I guess the only way knew that we could escape a game like this is because the New York Jets suck, man. The New York Jets suck. That's my biggest takeaway. Our defense was amazing. And I'm going to say this. The offense gave up 5 points. Why? Because of Troy Franklin's fumble to start the game. Then you have the safety by Quinn Miners, the holding call right there. Why wasn't that defensive pass interference on the DB with Troy Franklin? I don't know. But man, they give up 5 points. The offense gives up 5 points. Special teams was horrible on punt and kickoff return. Aside from maybe one or two plays, they were given the field position basically at like midfield, like the 45-yard line. There was one return that was taken into Broncos territory deep. And so you can chalk up special teams to giving up 6 points against the Jets and the offense giving up 5 points. The defense was perfect. They pitch a shutout, and it's because of them that we win this football game, man. And this is frustrating because this should be a win in which we destroy them, but I'll leave that for my live post game here with Mike later tonight and Zach Seegers. I think that's going to be at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Man, I'm thrilled we get this win. We go to 4-2. You never apologize for a win in the NFL. Why didn't Sean Payton care to trust Bo Nix a little bit more in the second half, man? Because it was run, stuff, pass, incomplete, baby, on 3rd and long. I don't know what was going on there, but Bo Nix led us on an 18-point fourth quarter last game, and we barely even threw the ball with him in the second half. And to me, it's not a coincidence that you only score 13 points, man, on this team. But, man, shout out to the New York Jets. They played tough. Shout out to the New York Jokes, my favorite Jets channel. Go watch them and their reaction tonight. That's going to be lit. And shout out to Eli, friend of the channel, member of the Discord. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's the same old Jets. We had an ugly game last year in New York with the monsoon, and this was just an ugly game as well, man. This was an ugly game, but shout out to our defense, man. Everybody came up huge. Talanoa Hufanga knocking that ball out of Garrett Wilson's hands on that last drive. We got Jonathan Cooper, Awazarike, Zach Allen, John Franklin Myers, Nick Bonito, man, all coming up huge. I believe they all had sacks, man. But Daniel Miller, oh my God, dude, you're a Broncos fan and a CU troll. This is amazing. Respect my coach. Broncos and Jets are always ugly games, man. How good is Talanoa Hufanga, man? You always take this win. This was frustrating, man. The play calling, terrible. The New York Jets could stop the run. Matt Pert, terrible. You got to go with Palcho. You got to go with Palcho next game, man. This guy had, 3 penalties? This guy was always getting blown up. He was partially why we couldn't get anything going on the run. Man, he was terrible, man. Blow him out of the water, man. I want to see Palcho in there at left guard. Forsythe, somebody, man. Matt Pert was a disaster right now, man. I was expecting better from Matt Pert. David saying, I take this win, but this offense sucks. The play calling was garbage. Don't care for our head coach. Hey, I'm a Sean Payton defender. He outcoached Nick Sirianni last week, but man, did he suck this week. You're absolutely right, man. I hated the play calling. I just hated the play calling. And how could you like the play calling when you only score 13 points, right? It was weird. Sean Payton stuck with the run a little too much. Very strange. Dude, the 3rd and 10 halfback or fullback draw, that was insane. That's when I got so confused. Hydro ammo, draft a guard into the Q Robinson. Yeah, Q Robinson, man. Q Robinson. What was that? That was a 7:30 Mountain Time football game. AM. That was an ugly game, man. That game pissed me off. But, man, I'm just so glad we were the better team in the fourth quarter. That's all that matters. We escaped London with a win. Let's make sure we get right against the New York Giants, man. They're going to be a tough team. They are a tough team. Jackson Dart, good quarterback. How about that? They kind of got their mojo. Hey, before I forget, man, Shout out to Profit X, official sponsor of David Talks Broncos. Now, I had the Broncos, man, covering on this 7.5-point spread. It did not work out, but I made up that money thanks to Profit X with my Buffs taking care of Iowa State yesterday in what was, I think, Coach Prime's best coached game since the TCU game at the beginning of 2023. So use my promo code Dave, get up to $200 back in your first 30 days of Profit Cash. Thank you so much, Profit X, for sponsoring the channel. I love you guys so much. It's so fun to make plays in the peer-to-peer sports prediction, the number one peer-to-peer sports prediction market in America, man. We still had a ton of penalties. We were undisciplined. Let me get the box score open, guys, because I'm not going to keep us very long. Again, I'm going to be back on with Zach Seegers, everybody, tonight. But let's take a look at just the box score here really quick. I mean, this was an ugly win. You never apologize for that. But, man, dude, what was up with our offense, man? We can't put up more than 13 points against the freaking New York Jets, man. What is that? And thank God, dude, Aaron Glenn, I just got to say, I'm a fan of this guy. I want him to succeed. But, oh, my God, dude, you go for a fake punt in your own territory at the end of the first half, and what happens? You barely make it. Darren Rizzi had it sniffed out. That was one of the good things that he did, but you didn't stop it on 4th and 2. I think it was very close. They didn't show us a good angle on the broadcast, but I think it was, very close. And then what do? You just run the clock out at midfield? You're not even throwing a Hail Mary at the end of the game? You got one play left. What are you doing? What are you doing? And then Aaron Glenn, man, with the Coach Prime special, man. Shout out to Coach Prime. Hopefully we don't see him do this anymore. But Coach Prime, notorious for this, man. Calling a timeout on 4th down just to punt the ball. You saw Aaron Glenn do that in the 4th quarter. I'm like, man, what the hell? Surely he's not going to do it. I can't believe he did it, man. Aaron Glenn mismanaged this game, and we got lucky, man. Now, Eli Betts coming in here with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. You need to start a Jets channel, man. I know it can be tough talking about this team every week. I'm sure it is. But, dude, you're very good at this. Good game. They should ban both teams from playing in London, though. Awful football. Terrible product. It's always ugly against the New York Jets, man. Eli, thank you so much. You're fantastic. And, yeah, man, even if you just start an NFL channel, a Broncos and Jets channel. How about that? That would be a lot of fun, man. Our office is atrocious, and I'm going to say Bo is not that guy. Carlos, I don't know if I would say that, man. I think Bo had like maybe 5 passing attempts or so in the second half, maybe 6. Dude, we just didn't even throw the ball. It's like the New York Jets, they're running in every possession, and then we just decide, we'll just do that same thing too, man. I hated the play calling, man. Again, Bo Nix is the reason we won that game last week against the Eagles, and one of the reasons. And you didn't even trust him to throw the ball, maybe because Matt Pert was that bad, dude. We got to get Palcho in, man. We got to get Palcho. Didn't Matt Pert have like 3 penalties today or something like that? Insane, dude. Matt Pert, out of here, man. I wanted to believe, man. Matt Pert gone. But, dude, check this out. We had 26 carries for 78 yards. That's a 3.0 average. Usually Sean Payton doesn't stick with the run like that, man. And Bo Nix was efficient. 19 of 30. Most of this came in the first half for 174 yards. Took 1 sack. Had a touchdown. Beautiful throw to Nate Atkins. Shout out Root Beer Vapes. That was great, but, man, we just didn't even open it up in the second half, man. We just did not even open it up. Look at the box score, guys. 10 points in the first quarter. That was great. That was a great way to kind of kill the momentum of the New York Jets, but then we just let them hang around. No scoring in the second quarter. Then you got the field goal off of that long kickoff return, and then you got the safety, which one of the few times we choose to pass the ball is right out of our end zone, and Quinn Miners gets a holding penalty. And, guys, what was up with this? I just got to say, refs, man, what is going on, refs? That was absolutely a catch and fumble by Garrett Wilson. That should have sealed the game, but it is what it is. Our defense still made plays after that to get this thing done. Shout out to Evan Ingram. He was great today. 5 receptions, 42 yards. Cortland Sutton had a one-on-one in the end zone. I felt like he kind of gave up on the route a little bit. Um, I think he should have had that. I think he should have had that, man. That was one that Cortland usually catches those, man. I know the timing was a little off, but you got to be better than that, man. Pat Bryant came up with a nice third down conversion, but he also had a dumb false start penalty that really hurt us on a drive there in the first quarter. I think it was first or second quarter. I can't even remember. Also, why was Jaleel McLaughlin active this game? Tyler Bidet has been fantastic. Tyler Bidet is on the field for like 3 snaps every game, and you know what he does in his 3 snaps? He makes positive plays. He always makes a play of like over 10 yards. He picks up a guy in pass pro. What the hell was Jaleel McLaughlin doing active for this game? Tyler Bidet did nothing to lose his shirt on game day. Absolutely, he did nothing to lose the shirt. Why was Jaleel McLaughlin active, man? And that dude wasn't even on special teams on some of the plays, right? I don't understand why you even had him active. Why was he playing? See, BK's calling it, man. Yeah, I feel like Bo played mistake-free football, man, and that this was one of the things, the keys to the game we talked about. If we get game manager Bo Nix, we win this game. We got game manager Bo Nix. And Sean Payton called this game like we didn't have a quarterback for some reason. But Bo Nix, when given the opportunity to pass the ball and to make plays, he did it. Now, he did take a tough sack there on that last drive. But overall, man, Bo Nix played within himself. He played within the offense. And again, given plenty of opportunities there in the first half, scored 10 points. Penalties kind of took away some points off the board there in the first half. But then you just didn't even throw the ball in the second half, man. What was up with that? Anyways, I thought Bo Nix played. I thought he played well. Not amazing, but no turnovers, touchdown thrown, completion percentage, I want to say around 65% or so. And most importantly, no turnovers. No turnovers. Bo made some terrible audibles, though. Yes, he checked into some run plays. He did check into some run plays, BK, especially right there in the red zone. Right there in the red zone, man. We did not run the ball well at all today. And man, thank God though for J.K. Dobbins, because he had some tough runs for us. He had a long of 8 that I felt like went for a first down. That was great. But 14 carries, 40 yards, 2.9 average. It was, this was an ugly game, guys. This was an ugly game. And let me go ahead and just check out the team stats. Then we'll wrap this thing up. But ultimately, I'm happy. I can't be too upset, man. We won. We're at 4-2. That's all that matters. Hopefully the Chiefs lose tonight. Hopefully the Chargers lose. Raiders, I don't even care what happens with them, man. They're a non-factor in this division. So passing first downs. We had 9-2. Justin Fields wasn't even a threat passing the football. I think he had 1 passing yard in the first half. Total plays, though, 57 each. Total yards, man. See, man, this is pathetic. 246 to 82. This should be a team in which we absolutely should have covered the spread. But nonetheless, 4.3 yards of play. The New York Jets were at 1.4. It just goes to show you how bad we were on special teams. And again, with turnovers, with that Troy Franklin fumble at the beginning of the game, man, that was almost the difference in this game. 9 sacks for this Denver Broncos defense compared to 1. That is insane. In time of possession, somehow we still won it, even though it felt like we were 3 and out city in the second half. 31 minutes, 8 seconds to 28:52. Penalties, 6 penalties for 37 yards. The New York Jets only had 2 for 15. And again, the New York Jets won the turnover battle 1-0. Again, they didn't make penalties and they didn't have turnovers. And that's what kept them in this game. Like the New York Jets, I think, played their best football of the season. And, it still wasn't good enough. Let's get to the sacks here. You had half a sack by Brandon Jones, 1 by Nick Bonito. He now has 8 on the year. Justin Strnad with a sack and a half. Talanoa Hufanga with a sack. Jonathan Cooper with 2 sacks. Ioma Owazarike with a sack. That was great to see. I mean, I love that. And a TFL. Zach Allen with the sack. John Franklin Myers with the sack. So 9 sacks, 7 TFLs. Shout out to Zach Allen, 3 quarterback hits. Jonathan Cooper also had 3 quarterback hits. And man, we go to 4-2. I can't believe that, man. 4-2, that's all that matters. That's all that matters, man. It's time for DNVR or Denver to invest in draft capital on our offensive line. No more glue guys. Let's invest. That's absolutely what we have to do this year. And maybe you even see Ben Powers brought back on a restructured deal. Would not rule that out of the question, man. Dolphins, come on, man. Beat the Chargers. Beat the Chargers. Come on, to a show that you deserved to be picked ahead of Justin Herbert, right? So, yeah, can't whine about 4-2. At the end of the day, we played ugly football, but the most important thing is that in the fourth quarter, we were the better team. We were the better coach team in the fourth quarter, right? You had no calling timeouts to punt the ball, right? You had no strange, again, man, the New York Jets play call selection there in the last couple drives, very strange while they're dropping back to pass it. Anyways, we were the better coach football team. Our defense played better than their defense, and we just made enough plays to win, man. And shout out to Crawshaw. I think when the game mattered the most, he made some of his best punts of the day. That was good to see because he didn't have some good punts there in the first half, if I remember correctly. You know, some of them weren't great, but special teams did enough in the fourth quarter, just like the offense did enough there in the fourth quarter. And the defense, man, this felt like a 2015 Broncos victory, man. The offense just enough. And you're like, man, can we keep – I think I had the New York Jets scoring 10 points in this game. They scored 11. I forget what I predicted the Broncos to do. I think it was well in the 20s or like 35 points, man. I think I had like 35-10. Whatever. We did enough to win this game. We should be happy. We're healthy, and it's time to go get a win at home. Again, this is another road victory that we got, guys. Don't forget that. So if we just take care of business at home, win our games at home, and win a few on the road, we're going to be right in there to win the AFC West. No doubt about it. And guys, we won a game in Philly, and we won a game in London that was a road game. It was a New York Jets home game. So that's great to see 2 road victories. And now let's take care of our business at home. So, yeah, Hydra ammo, man. Field position is the hidden secret of this game. Absolutely. It was a field position game. And, man, I'm so proud of our defense, man. We are better now than we were at this time, same time last year. I'll agree with that, man. We're 4-2. We're 4-2. We still haven't played our best football, but we've had great peaks. And what's nice to see is that, man, this defense is making plays when it matters the most. International games can always be weird. Just happy we got out of London with a W. Yeah, that's why I'm calling this, we're escaping with a win, man. You deserve to win in the NFL every week. Ah, man, I am just so happy. I am so happy. Guys, I'm going to get to watching the games here. Going to turn on NFL Red Zone. Again, I'll be back. I think the plan is to go live with Let's Talk Broncos and Mic'd Up Football here at 7 p.m. Mountain Time tonight. So we'll have a larger reaction. But, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. I'm so happy the Broncos won. And go follow the New York Jokes on YouTube. Tell them David Talks Broncos sent you. Have a wonderful day. Go. Want to give a quick shout out to the flagship sponsor of David Talks Buffs and David Talks Broncos YouTube channel, and that is Profit X, America's #1 sports prediction market. This is peer-to-peer sports prediction where players play against each other, like you and me, instead of a sports book versus the house. You almost always get the best odds on any play that you're looking to make. They operate in over 40 states, including Texas, where I reside. So use the promo code Dave and claim up to $200 in profit cash for all plays in the first 30 days of playing on the site. Terms and conditions apply. Go ahead, click the link in the description, sign up using my promo code Dave on Profit X, and join me on America's #1 sports prediction market.